Alrighty, guys, so let's get started. I've got a blank canvas here, and today we're going to paint a beautiful ladybug. But I'm going to start with this pastel green. It's an emerald green. Put a little bit of that there. What I want to do is the background, but I'm going to stencil out where the ladybug is going to be. So she's going to be big and beautiful. So I want her to come maybe from here to, yeah, just about this shape here. This is fine. So we're seeing a part of her body here. All right, let me try to get this a little more circular. Yeah, this looks fine because her head will go right here ish. Circle. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we've got our circular shape for our ladybug. I'm going to come in a bit here. Okay, and what we're going to do with a bigger paintbrush now is paint the entire background green. So nothing inside the circle, everything outside the circle. Just be super careful when you go next to these lines. Okay. I think I'm going to need a little more green. That's not enough I put out there, but that's okay. Now, if you look at how I'm doing the paintbrush, I kind of want the background to have a little texture. So I'm being careful by the lines here that we're creating. See, be careful there. But away from the line, I'm moving my paintbrush back and forth kind of. So you get this little, almost like texture in the green part of your canvas. See, I'm just going to come down here so I can go, yeah. And then I'm just going side to side just to get, like I said, a little texture. It's almost like I'm making little X's, see? That is beautiful so far. I need some more green, like I said. So I'm just going to put a little there. Maybe too much, but that's okay. Nyo, nyo, nyo. Get all the way down there. Yeah, beautiful. I love it. This is perfect. All right, guys, I'm going to let this dry and then we're going to come back and we're going to paint this part of the ladybug red. See you soon. All right, guys, I got my red. So the red is going to go there. I may need a little more, but for now, that's fine. And I'm going in with my big paintbrush today. All right, big paintbrush. Go back and forth. Guys, I always like to go close to the edges first, just to get, it's almost like a safe space. And I'm being careful still because my green is still a bit dry. Sorry, a bit wet. So I don't want to make uh, a color that I don't want to mix there. Maybe like a brown. I don't want that. So I'm being super careful with this big brush. Just doing this outline here. Round and round the merry-go-round, the monkey chased the weasel. Oh no. More paint on my brush. All right, so guys, because this is now outlined technically, I can go crazy on the inside. I can paint the inside super fast. Super fast, guys. I thought I didn't have enough red, but I think it's enough. Yep, it's enough. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so guys, we're gonna let this dry 100%. We wanna be able to touch our canvas or our papers before we do any details on top. See you soon. All right, guys, so now we're going in with some black here. Oops. All right, so we're gonna go in with black, and I'm going to use a small paintbrush, but I really want a rounded paintbrush. All right, so I'm gonna use this flat round one here. Okay, oopsie. And with my black, okay, I'm gonna make the head right here. So I'm gonna go like this. And that's gonna be the head. So I'm gonna paint that in all black. I'm gonna be super careful at the edges here. Everything goes black. Just like so. All right, so I'm gonna change my paintbrush now. I actually want a small detail brush. There you go. I found it. Okay. And with this small detail brush, I'm gonna go black as well. So for the ladybug, we're gonna give her some cute antennas. So I just wanna come out with a little bit of black, and I'm gonna just curve. Okay, oops. Just like that, curve. And I like these lines to be nice and thick, so I'm going back in to make it a little thicker. Okay, same thing on this side. I'm gonna go up and curl. Nice. Using that same small brush, I want to just create a nice thick line for the outline of my ladybug. Oops, oops, oops. Almost made a mess there. My paint seems to be really thick, so I'm just going to add a little water. Something's up with my paint. Much better. I just put a little bit of water with it. Thick, bold lines. And to add a little bit more water to my black. Something's up with my black paint today. All right, so now we're gonna come down here to maybe about here, and I'm just gonna go curve out like that, and I'm gonna curve out on the other side too. I can go a little more here, like that. So that's like where the ladybug's wings will separate. And then I just paint this part in. Everything goes in black. I'm gonna use the bigger paintbrush for that detail. just because it's faster. Just like that. All right, and with the black, I'm going back in with black. I want to make hearts. So I've got one heart there. We're going to paint those hearts in black. Okay, I'm going to put one here. These are just the outlines for now. So I'm going to go with one here. Let's do one here. And some half of some hearts at the edges here. So for the ones that are on the edges, I'm just going to use this small paintbrush and fill those in. Maybe I'll fill them all in with this small paintbrush. No, this is taking too much time. You can use a bigger brush. I'll do the small ones at the edges with this small paintbrush. And I'll use a bigger brush like this one. Which I think this one is too big now. And fill in those hearts. Yeah, this is better. Perfect. Right. Oy. Okay, finished. Now, guys, we have to let this dry, okay? So again, I'm going to give this about 10 or 15 minutes to dry before doing the next detail. Last detail, guys, we just need some white and maybe a bit of pink or red, not red, pink or purple. All right, so see you very, very, very soon, guys. Bye-bye. Hey, guys, we're going to go in now with some white. Okay, my white is almost done. But we don't waste paint around here, so we're gonna go until it's finished. Right, I'm gonna take my smallest paintbrush just to do some little details. So guys, with the small paintbrush and the white, on the hearts, I'm just gonna do some circles. Circle, circle. Now, if you don't want to use a small paintbrush, you can use the back of a paintbrush. It gives you the same effect. Okay, so dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. You can do as many as you want or as little as you want. Dot, 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 dot. And I'm just picking up a lot of the paint. Dot, 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 dot. All right. Guys, you want to put some dots here as well. So dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Beautiful, beautiful dots, guys. With a little bit of the white paint, I'm going to come and make a little swish here. So I go swish. And I do the same thing right here. Swish, swish. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that white paint and I'm just going to make some movements just along the outline, like so. And you want to do the same thing on the hearts. Just not like an entire outline. We just have little areas with those white, meow, like that. Yeah. Again, it doesn't have to be the entire thing. Beautiful. All right. So next, guys, I'm going to take, you can choose whatever color you want. I'm going to use a little bit of pink. And I've got some purple here. It's not my favorite paint. It's a bit runny. Okay, and I'm going to do, so with my paintbrush, I'm going to pick up a little bit of pink like so. And I'm going to make a circle. Right? And with that same paintbrush, I'm going to dip it into the purple and I'm just going to go down, down to make some petals, down. So I'm just pressing it down. And because the purple is runny, it gives me, I guess, it makes it easier to make those petals. It's a little messy, but it's easier. Same thing over here. Ding, 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 ding. Da, 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 da. I think I can do maybe one more flower. I'm going to go in with the pink right here. And then the purple, because again, it's runny. So you just dip it in your paintbrush and you just touch, 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 wait, touch, and touch. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Of course, I always like to do little details, so I'm going to go in with a few white dots. Alexa, stop. Sorry about that, guys. A few white dots here. Yeah. And of course, I'm going to do some pink dots as well. Pink. Okay. And because I have the purple already there, I think I'm going to do a few dots of purple. How beautiful is that, guys? All right, guys, and there you have it. We've got the beautiful Ladybug. She is super cute. Can't wait to see yours. Bye-bye.